Here's how to buy over-the-counter tax deeds dirt cheap today so that you can really get some of the best deals of your life on property at deals that really nobody will actually believe. So let's crack into it. So dirt cheap over-the-counter tax deeds. This is literally one of the only ways to buy property, sometimes 98% off market value. Now, if you're new to this business of tax lien and deed investing, you might think that sounds completely unrealistic. And for most people, they will think that, and that's a good thing for you. And the reason that is because they're not willing to put in the elbow grease to go and find these properties. So a couple things that you need to realize. One, yes, there's a lot of junk in the county inventory, and people will go in the comments and say, oh, you know, there's a reason it didn't sell at the auction, right? There's a reason. It's just all junk and it's crap. And it's great. Let them say that. Let them think that, because they're never going to put in the effort to actually get these properties. Like, I've personally bought these properties for like as little as $50. This is hard to believe, but one of my friends actually bought an apartment building for $50. Now, how does that happen? Basically, the county wanted it repaired and back on the tax bill. So that was part of the condition for it. So you can get these absolute home run deals. So I want to try to walk you through an accelerated process, how maybe you can find some of these properties here today. So before we continue, make sure to subscribe, because I'm going to be bringing you a lot of new information on how to get these properties. Give this video a thumbs up and turn on the notification bell for more information, and ask some questions in the comments as I use the comments to make new videos, okay? So first step is, do you live in a tax lien or a tax deed state, okay? Because this only happens in tax deed states. You can buy over-the-counter liens in a lien state, but we want to deal with deeds, okay? So an over-the-counter deed is a property that did not sell at the tax deed auction and has went back into the county inventory, all right? So it's went into the county inventory, it's just sitting there. Now, maybe it didn't sell at the auction because it's a piece of junk, all right? Or maybe it didn't sell at the auction because there was a lot of property at the auction. Maybe there was not enough people to bid. Maybe somebody couldn't come and fulfill their payment, or the property went back to the county. There are plenty of reasons why these properties can be left in the county inventory, all right? So the next thing you're going to want to do is to call the county treasurer, all right? And you're gonna ask them, when is the tax deed sale? They're gonna give you the date. You should always know that date anyway. And then you're gonna say, what happens to the properties that don't sell at the tax deed sale? From there, they're going to say, well, those properties go back into our inventory. And then you say this, where can I get the list of properties that are currently in the county inventory, all right? And then they're gonna say, oh, we can email it to you. Oh, it's on our website. Some of them might, some of these counties are old school, and they might even wanna fax it to you, because there's 1,500 tax deed counties, and some of these are old school. And here's a pro tip. A lot of these smaller counties, like the older, the better in some regards, because maybe they don't have the technology. And you wanna remember this, the harder the information is to get, the better it is for you to make money on these properties. All right, so once you get that list, you're gonna start researching what looks good, what looks bad. Remember, most of it's gonna be crap. I won't argue that. Most of it will be crap, but you're putting in the elbow grease for the diamonds in the rough. It's a great way to buy land. It's a great way to even get some houses. There's all sorts of gems that you have to go through. But for the people who don't do this and they want to do real estate, what's their option? You can go on Zillow, you can go pay full price for real estate. Sure, go do that all day long, but we're here because we want a creative solution and we're willing to put in the elbow grease. So for anybody in the comments that's like, oh, it doesn't work, you can't find these, my question is, how many counties have you called? How many of these lists have you looked through? All right, so next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go and you're gonna do your title research on the list, right? You're gonna sort it out based on the type of property, the opening taxes or how much is owed. And then from there, you wanna find out if the taxes you're buying this property for, make sure that that covers the taxes up to date, because sometimes there might be other what do you call it, taxes and things like that are outstanding. So you want to go ahead and you want to find that out. From there, you want to just go through it and make sure the county has notified the people on the chain of title on that property to make sure that there's no weird legal issues. Avoid anything with an IRS lien that might have been on that property in the past, perhaps. Environmental stuff, like maybe if there was gas stations in the bank, or gas stations in the ground, okay? And for those of you just joining us, thanks for tuning in. This is a recorded video, so you probably aren't joining us. I'm used to doing the live streams, but go ahead, subscribe if you like this information, all right? So if you want to get this thing by the end of the day, you can move fast. And some of you, even though you won't believe me, some will buy a property today. Now, if it's in the morning, you got more time. If it's in the evening, maybe we should say within a 24-hour period, all right? So go through that list, look through it. Next thing, go to Google Earth and then start doing the look at the properties, all right? So if they're close, you can go and drive there yourself. If they're not, then you can send somebody like, wegolook.com, pay 20 to 50 bucks to get pictures taken, or you could just go on Craigslist and get like a off-duty Uber driver or delivery guy to go take pictures of that property. Figure out what form of payment the county wants. Sometimes you have to mail them a check, some might take a credit card. Figure that out, all right? So then, once you get the property, then you can do what you like with it. You can flip it, you could build a house on it, maybe there's a property to renovate. There's lots of different ways, but what I can tell you is these over-the-counter properties, you can get some smoking deals. And this is really the only way to get these deals is by putting in that elbow grease to do it. Because this is, remember, it's an unconventional way of doing real estate. A lot of people might trash talk it, but I guarantee you they're not very experienced and they haven't put in the effort and they haven't built systems to do it. This business allowed me as like a 20-year-old kid to buy, 40 acres of land for $4,200 and sell it for 20. It's a really great business for the people who are willing to step outside of the normal conventional way of doing things and scoop up some deals. And I'm here to help, support you, ask questions, make videos, things like that. For anybody that's watching, I have one of the best-selling books called The ABCs of Tax Lien and Deed Investing. So I used to sell this thing, but now I just give it away for free. There's a link below. It's a full $97 mini course you can check out. And then from there, if you want some personal help on this stuff, we can go ahead and build you a personalized 4-step investment plan based on your goals and your current situation that will be custom made by myself or one of my senior directors. And this will save you years of trial and error of trying to figure this stuff out on your own. And then at the end of the call, we can discuss what it might look like to work together. If it's a fit, if not, no big deal. So hope that kind of clears up some action steps on buying some of these over-the-counter deeds dirt cheap. Remember, it can be done. Take action. Don't quit. You can do it.